Why hello there, this is RapidRhythm and welcome to another SmashMasters 5 pre-interview. Today I have with me a returning veteran since SmashMasters 3. My first question for them is, what is your gamertag for SmashMasters 5?
My gamertag is wayneisboss. Don't let the gamertag fool you, I am nowhere near as pretentious or self-absorbed as the name makes me sound.
You're just confident in yourself, and that's always a good quality to have. Right?
Well, it's actually, the username is actually a kind of an inside joke with an old friend, but that's not something I need to get into here.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. The next question is, what character or characters do you main?
I typically main Samus and Link. One thing that, I've been trying to train myself to do with Samus is that I'm always hearing about people complaining that Samus is such an easy character to use because all you have to do is stand in the background and fire a bunch of ranged attacks. So my Samus uses only melee attacks. I do not use ranged attacks at all.
I see, that is very, very interesting. And Samus isn't really necessarily... I would definitely disagree with that notion that Samus is easy to just camp out with. Samus has a lot going for her as a character that you really have to understand every bit of her juggling game, her aggression.
Yeah.
Just all of her tools in general. And yeah, I've never actually seen you pull out the Samus before, so that'll be interesting to see if you do pull that out. Actually, I think I've seen the Samus. Yeah, I have seen the Samus before. Okay, I was wrong. Yeah. Okay, I remember that. Alright, now I remember that. Yeah, that was versus Truman in SmashMasters 3, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was definitely quite a set. I remember that. Okay. What characters are your secondaries or pockets, if any?
I guess Corrin is one of them, and I'll swap back to Zero Suit Samus every once in a while.
Okay, Zero Suit Samus is definitely not someone that I've seen you play before, so that'll be a new experience if I do see that ever.
Yeah.
And I remember the Corrin. Certainly remember the Corrin. Okay, that's interesting. Alright. Do you perchance go to locals, majors, or have you gone to any
none of the
nationals?
above. I'm not confident enough in my Smash Bros ability. I more play for fun rather than competitive, but I try to get involved when there's a competitive match near me, because I do enjoy the game. I've just never tried to go super hardcore with it, I suppose.
Fair enough. You could potentially like go to a local and just go there for fun or something. Like if there's anything
I mean,
close to
I
you,
haven't
I'm not
heard of
entirely
anything
sure
close
if
to
there
me.
is.
But it'd be fun to give that a shot at some point.
Okay, so you might look into it if you ever had the opportunity. At least.
Yeah.
In reach like that. Okay. Like an easy start like that.
Yeah.
That's
It's like
probably a
I've
good
never
thing
gone
to
out
do.
of my way to avoid locals or anything like that. I just haven't. I guess the opportunity just hasn't presented itself.
Alright, fair enough. Alright, on to the next question. Who would you like to fight the most in the roster for Smash
Are you
Masters
talking
5?
character-wise or player-wise?
Player roster.
I really want to fight
specified
Trail
that.
Mix Blazer. Really want to fight Trail Mix Blazer. His Bowser Jr. is terrifying, and I have been practicing like crazy trying to get to the point where I can take down his Bowser Jr. So that is something I would very much like another crack at.
I see, and he's also been practicing heavily on his time too. I believe he made top 8 at a local about a month ago now, I believe. But like, he's been doing stuff in his own scene as well. So
and he and I go
spirit.
way back. We've been friends since we were kids, and we actually went to the same university together. But he actually graduated recently.
Yes, he did. Let's go. Yay! I don't know what else to say on that. I'm just happy. I'm happy for him.
Yeah.
Because I know he was starting to struggle with that. But it's all over and done with now. And that's an interesting connection to learn about there. What players are you most afraid of fighting, if any? So the player you'd like to fight the most is the player you're the most afraid of fighting.
That is completely true.
Wow.
I would also say that Tail of the Toaster and Stelios are nobody to scoff at. That I've had many a match against Lotus and lost pretty much every time. I'm not top tier. I'm really not, but I do love the game, so.
Passion can take you far. And you're also mentioning all players that are unfortunately not participating. A few of them may have a chance in the future. Like Tail, Tail is still very much interested in this game.
I didn't know they
any opportunity, he'll probably try to get involved in this. Yeah, Tail is going to be in
Wait,
US
what? Really?
For the majority of the summer this year.
I'll have to see where he's at.
Yeah. I believe he's going to be in the MDVA area, so he might be in at a Xanadu at some point.
Yeah.
That might be cool. But yeah, like any of the other top players you particularly concerned about?
I mean,
like there's Naga, there's Link 14, there's Nyan, there's Aaron, there's newcomer Guapo, who's apparently really good too. Rosalina and Peach player.
Yeah, it's sort of one of those situations where I kind of take the hits as they come. I don't tend to worry too much about like who I'm gonna end up against. Like, there's nobody I definitely don't want to fight against. It's sort of whenever I'm in that situation, it's its own interesting event for me, because suddenly I'm fighting this person and I have to work out a strategy to beat them. So I never really think too hard about who I may or may not end up fighting against. I think really the only exception is Trail.
Yeah, the player that you like that you anticipate fighting the most, and you're also the most afraid of. That's very interesting to me. And yeah, I like that you don't overthink things much. That's something that some people do too much sometimes. Just in the society in general. Alright, we spent quite a bit on this question, but there was a bit to talk about, so that's fair. On to the next question, and the second last one, I believe. Yeah, okay. How far do you want to go in
I will
Smash
go
Masters 5?
as far as possible. Would I like to get to at least the semifinals? You betcha. I do not know that I'm going to make it that far, though. But, however unlikely, I won't let it keep me from, doing my best to get there. So, ideally, I would really, really love to make it at least to the semifinals.
Okay. Where would you be okay with getting eliminated?
Oh, I'm fine. It's again one of those things. I do this for the fun of it. I just enjoy participating in this sort of thing. Elimination would not be a huge concern for me, I suppose. Like, I don't know that I probably wouldn't want to get taken out in like the first match or anything like that. But like if it just so happened that I got eliminated like the second or third, it wouldn't be the end of the world for me or anything like that. I'm here to play, not to win or lose.
That's right. Okay. Thank you for reminding me that. That is always great mindset to have. This next question seems so similar. How far do you expect
In
that
terms
you'll
of
go
expectancy,
in Smash Masters 5?
looking back on the past, I guess, versus where I am in terms of skill now, I'd have to say maybe round 4. I think that might be as far as I make it. If I'm looking at it objectively, I suppose. We have a lot of really good Smash players, so.
That's very true, yeah. This is probably one of the most stacked tournaments this community has seen, too, to be honest. Yeah, but it has been quite a while, so we could definitely see all the improvements from a lot of the players in the past as well.
Well, thank you.
Look forward to seeing
I'll definitely
yours as well.
be keeping up the practice in preparation for the actual matches, tournament, that thing.
That's great to hear. That's great. Okay.
No problem at all.
Thank you for letting me interview you, man. Alright, well, that's all the questions, so.
Alright.
Yeah.
See you next
That's
mission.
it. Take care, everyone.